Okay, today is July 17, 2014. Let's take a look at the market and some stock. We definitely got a kind of surprising day, I would say, and maybe saddened day to hear that some innocent people basically got shot down in that Malaysia plane. But it's just kind of tell you, how unstable this world that we live in. Well, anyway, let's go take a look at the market here. We sort of expected, a pullback, but the unexpected kind of show up. And what I mean by the unexpected is the event that transpired today, in the Ukraine, and then later on in the Gaza Strip when Israeli move in. So those are the two unexpected events. But we were expecting to have some kind of pullback, maybe just a little bit of an oversold, technical pullback and that sort of thing. But that's why we always have to expect the unexpected, right? What we're expecting or what we know is not what we fear. What we really fear is what we don't know, right? And that's basically what happened. And the market got into a little frenzy of fear selling, and that's why we sort of got a little bit of a accelerated, this pullback. Maybe this amount of pullback, this magnitude might take a few days. Now we just compress it in a few hours, right? But in either case, let's take a look at some technical and then try to make some sense out of it, and also be prepared for the any other future unexpected. Because there are some ramifications, once we stirred up this human emotion and the fears and the greed come into play, we could act, human could act very irrational. And under that irrationality, we could do some, very unexpected thing, okay? So by men of, just dumping whatever that they're holding, without any kind of consideration, and that could perpetuate some other event, right? So let's take a look at that. Right now we look at the S&P 500. We have this trend line coming up, and also, we could see that we're saying that it kind of retrace back, and we could see that it could come in and find some support at this 127 Fibonacci extension, which is somewhere near the 1950 area, right? Or if it could come down and possibly get down to this area in which that we are saying this, 1940, 1945, right? And even though if it broke the support level, let's say in the ensuing days, and don't be surprised that there's going to be a selling into the close tomorrow, right? Because with all the uncertainty over the weekend, a lot of traders probably will close out their position and don't want to carry their position over the weekend and have something just kind of came up out of the blue during the weekend and get trapped into a position that they did not want to hold. Right? So that could be a possibility. Right? But if it does come down and break these level, then we probably could see it coming down to somewhere around this trend line, which would be somewhere near this 1925, right? This area here. Okay, so those are some of the support level that we have to keep an eye on. If it break these support level, then we have to go back and reassess. Then we have to ask that question: is there something more to it than just a pullback now? Okay. So but for now, until the market tells us otherwise, don't try to predict or anticipate too far out, or a scenario that is a little bit unrealistic at this particular time. Not saying that it can't happen, but we have to look at the probability of it to occur. So. But again, we're looking at this thing here. We do see, we are seeing a little bit of a some sort of a divergence here, right, on the MACD versus the the price. So it's not unexpected that we shouldn't see some sort of a pullback or some sort of a minor correction. Not the 10 or 20% kind. I don't think that is in the card yet. Okay. So, but if it does, we will get a big warning telling us that, hey, that 10% or 20% is here. Okay, on these little sell-off, it doesn't lead to that 20% or that 10%. it will start accelerating, and then the fear will build up. Then we could get that sense that that is the that 10 to 20%. And I truly believe, for how many years now, 3 years or whatever, I don't know, 33 months or whatever, that we haven't seen a 20% correction. If we haven't seen it for this long, the chances are we're not going to see it in this cycle. Okay? Because if the market was going to do this 20% or 10%, it would have done it a long time ago. So anyway, so that's the S&P. And if we take a look at the Dow Jones, likewise with the Dow Jones here, we got this trend line. Okay, again, it's sort of holding up at this trend line right here. Even with the sell-off, let's say it break this trend line and come down to, essentially try to test this breakout level here, which is somewhere around the 16,733 area. That is still, pretty much get at finding this 50-day moving average type of support. Now, if it break below that, then we go and take a look at it again to see, what are some of the driving force to, make this market go lower than it is. Okay, but right now, based on a lot of the price action, we just have to, just kind of wait and see. Right? Okay. Now again, cash is a position. If you are not feeling comfortable with the state of the market, move to cash. Okay, but don't try to go and short this market yet, because this market is really haven't given you a sign to say go ahead and short it, because these could be just a a bull market pullback, right? Okay, and they could snap back very quickly, just as fast as they come down on these pullback. And then if we take a look at the Nasdaq 100, okay, again the Nasdaq 100, similarly, is still holding. If we take a look at this trend line up here, and essentially right now, if it come down and break this 38.78, and coming down and test this 127, so we'll probably see it's somewhere around this 38.32 level, 38.30 level, which is pretty much near this trend line here as well. So that's the first level of support that we need to see if the Nasdaq 100 dip down to this this level here. We need to see the price action, is it going to hold or not. Okay, and then the the lagger has been the Russell 2000. Okay, all right. But we have seen it time and time again that the Russell 2000 so far in this this bull market, it either lead or if it lag, and then it is giving a chance to catch up. Okay, so although right now it's kind of breaking, and we broke this support level somewhere around this 1158, 1160. Then it came down and broke this 1142, 1143 area. Right. So right now we essentially want to see, would it be able to hold this level somewhere around this 1120 area. Okay, if it come down, if we break that 1120, then all of a sudden we back into people be talking about head and shoulder, double top, triple top, and all those kind of price formation. Well, when it get there, then we look at it to see, will those patterns break, or those patterns going to be a false breakout, just to trap some of the short. So for now, we're essentially looking at this price to see would it be able to reverse. I'm not sure. Do I have the latest price data on there? Let me load it up. Yeah. So I have the 17. I don't have the 17 on there. Okay. All right. Let me go and load up that data here. I'm going to put it on pause a little bit. Okay, finally got the data back loaded up, and you can see that right now is, kind of broke this this support level here, this 1145, 1144. Right. So essentially, want to see if it's the Russell 2000 keep coming down. Want to see, can it hold this support here as the 1118, 1120 area. If it's not, then we'll probably be looking at it to come back down and possibly retest this 1082. Okay, so we basically have to keep an eye on that. All right. Now, all in all, the market probably will see a little bit of a bounce early tomorrow, maybe, well, on the opening, maybe a little bit negative and get a little bounce. We have this monthly option expiration, so there's going to be a little volatility there and, a little, shake and bake and all these little game. And then probably as we get closer to the close, you got all these options converging on the pen, and then you also got the people, trader that want to get out of their position, so they don't want to carry the position over the weekend. So it's just going to be probably the best thing to do. I'm not going to be trading, just too much stuff, going on. I'm just going to watch, but it's up to you. It's probably more exciting just to watch the little game things playing on. But yeah, I do have some position open, but hey, if the stop get hit, it get hit, right? I mean, that's the name of the game. And not going to go and try to massage it or micromanage it or something like that. So anyway, if you're looking for some long, there are some possible long in the energy side, and just throw a couple of these, like Apache. You can see that seems like it's doing a little bit of a flag here, right? So you could look at these things here, and it's kind of broken out a couple of days ago. Today's kind of got a little follow through. Then all of a sudden the market got spooked and it's kind of pulled back. So maybe we want to keep an eye on this for after things settle down. This thing look like it might want to move higher here. So because you also got this trend line here, basically it's sort of bouncing off of this trend line, for support, and with this little bit of a pullback. Okay. And then the other one is the, Chevron. Right? So again, you can see that we got a little bit of a flag here. Right? So, you might want to play that. Okay. So then the other one is EOG, another Indian energy play. So, again, you see there's a little bit of a pullback type of flag. Right? And also this supporting trend line. Okay, so you see the the pattern here, right? And then WFT, okay, same thing, very similar, just like all the other one, right? Okay, yeah. Okay, so those are the few that you might want to take a look at. And since we're here, let's look at Apple. Okay, we've got this little trend line here still holding the support on this trend line. If it come down, it probably come down and maybe test this 89. But tomorrow, I think they might pin it at 94 or something like that. So we might get a little bounce. Okay, I think a lot of that 100 is kind of taken off already. Those 100 got wiped out today. Okay, so much for that 180 some odd contract. So anyway, I think it's kind of, well, it actually came down quite a bit. I think yesterday it's already got a lot of those kind of got closed out. And today when it's open, I think there was only 89,000 or something like that. So yeah. Anyway, there's some those 100 strike is like 8 cents. If you want to buy a lotto ticket, go, indulge yourself if you want to throw your money away. But anyway, and then we got the Google earning came out. Wasn't that impressive, but it did pull back up. And I believe in after hours sitting somewhere around 589, 590. So who knows? Maybe it will continue to bounce and get above that 600 level. But at least it's kind of still holding above this trend line here. Right? So just have to keep an eye on that. And then the other guy was IBM. IBM earning came out as well, and I think it's sitting somewhere around the 189 area. So if it could hold this baseline on this head and shoulder, this inverted head and shoulder pattern that we were talking about yesterday or early this morning when I put out that video, we have this this baseline here. So if the price come down and be able to bounce off of this, even maybe get a little bit of a false break, and then come back up, then I think it might still have a good chance of come back up and tag this this high here if the hours continue to move up. And if IBM want to be, play a part in pushing the Dow to a new, another new all-time high. Okay, so that's basically it. Hopefully didn't get too much damage today, and tomorrow's another day. So and hopefully you have a profitable trading day.